Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. 18 touch.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Here we go.
On 1st down, and the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's one go downfield for Pierce. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready,
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go now. Cowboys, Dragons. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
70, 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCray. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Cup 19. Here we go. Mustang 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. McCray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll swing this out to Judkins. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Crenshaw Judkins, 55 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. 14.
Saints 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 4. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And incomplete on the deep ball. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Bronco 80, 19 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why wouldn't we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. McCray on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of 2.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60, go.
Looking to throw. McCray working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
70 Lions.
He'll try again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Saints 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
60 Bison. 18, 5 in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Ready? 19 Lions. Get it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. This is Smith with the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Arian Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Shifts by him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They're on the 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go now. 19, Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, McCray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
A quick throw caught by Sharp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first down, here's Jenkins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. And he fires one incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, McCray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. McCray. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw again.
We'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
13 yards.
It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
Seven Pirates. Go. Rattle, 19, trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's got his man Sharp complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Smith catches left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here now, 2nd and 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. McCray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go now. Come back. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. McCray. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Browns 35, Saints 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 42, Saints 28.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Quick throw here, that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
60 vices, 60 vices, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4-yard gain on the play.
Hurry, hurry!
First down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 67 Pirates, 7 times, 18, 5 in.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
18, trap 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
Now back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They're going to look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Back to throw again. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Okay,
The
ready?
Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 35.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well,
this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw
it's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
23 more yards. That's another.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle. Jenkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them.
From 4 yards out. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. McCray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Browns up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 70, Saints 42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down, Saints.
70, comeback team, cut 18, rattle, 18, rattle.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Warriors 70. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Drop 60, drop 60.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw slim